You like it? Okay, you can borrow it for now. With the goal of increased well-being, I committed to getting out in nature at least once a month. Since September, that has meant camping in my 4Runner. With my December trip coming up, I need to make some changes to my setup. Last month, I made some upgrades for safety. This time, as winter is looming, it's for comfort. I usually sleep on the passenger side, but looking at the photos of my next campsite, the entrance from the driver's side looks better. So I had to mod my nightstand to fit either side. However, that large notch made it pretty unstable, and even more mods were needed. But it got it done. With that out of the way, I really need to address my sleep and heat situations. I had been using an inflatable pad in conjunction with a yoga mat that's glued to my platform, but as a side sleeper, it's been giving me some hip pain. It's time for an upgrade. I really wanted this Thai mattress because not only are the dimensions perfect for my platform, supposedly it's compact and firm, and the design is also a perfect fit. Unfortunately, it never arrived. With my trip coming soon, I grabbed this pad from Walmart. It's less than half the price, and more importantly, would arrive on time. Plus the size was just right. Except it wasn't. This beast is actually twice as thick as described and about 8 inches wider. The only thing is, because it's so wide, it does overhang this wheel well a little bit, which also takes away some of my shelf here. But overall, not quite the gargantuan mess I thought it was going to be. Now it's too late to exchange, and it's actually really comfy, so I'm keeping it. Plus the ties work great with the feet of the platform. So, no slippage gonna happen. Not too shabby. While I was at it, I replaced the stack of quilts and throws I had been using with an actual sleeping bag. Nothing hardcore, just inexpensive, less bulky than my blankets, and should be enough. The third layer of comfort is an electric blanket. This is just a regular household throw from Target. Now, if you have a power bank with a 12-volt port, supposedly 12-volt blankets are take less of a draw, but I don't have a power bank. But I do need something to power it. It takes 130 watts on its highest setting, so it doesn't have to be anything too big. I found that Ryobi makes a little inverter that puts out 150 watts. We already have Ryobi tools and batteries, and it costs about $80, so I thought it was worth a shot. I did a little test drive with our batteries. Oh, not plugged in, idiot. Alright, now let's see what happens. There we go. Put it all the way up. Let's see how long it lasts. We have a weird humming sound. I think I'm going to turn it down. And the humming stopped. I think it was probably just maybe too much of a draw. I'm going to leave it at low. And on medium-low, they lasted a little over 2 hours. It probably could have made it to 3 on low. Probably adequate to get through the coldest part of the night. But then, Home Depot had a deal on bigger, better batteries. 2 for $99. I figured our batteries could use an upgrade anyway. Might as well get some extra time out of them. Yeah, I think it's warm, huh? In my little test with the new batteries, they went nearly 4 hours on medium-low. If I used both, that could definitely get me through the night. Alright, that's a wrap. But then, Costco came along with smoking deals on EcoFlow products, which were actually the ones I really wanted to get. I couldn't resist, and I pulled the trigger on the River Pro. Now, I thought my Ryobi experiment might have been a total waste of time and money, but it ended up coming in clutch as my EcoFlow was stuck somewhere in the FedEx vortex for nearly a week. Too late for my camping trip. Oh, I got stuff in there. There we go. And then there's the electric blanket stuff. Hopefully that works. Should work for at least 3 hours. And I've got another battery in the center console. It could be another 3 hours. So, fingers crossed. Also, can't have too many heating methods. Same goes for fire starting methods, knives, charging methods, lighting, bikes, cookware. 2 is 1, 1 is none. We will try and tour best I can in such a small space. I have the little Ryobi inverter there, which is connected to this electric blanket. I have a spare throw down there underneath the platform. Popcorn, check. My janky attachment for the shelf. I added these key hooks because I would put them on the shelf and then at some point bump this and then they would slide behind the seat and they're basically gone forever. This trip, since again I do not have my power bank here, I have been using these Geek Air batteries. These are for our fan. I've already used, I think there's still even some in here. I've already charged my phone once and I brought the other one so I could do it again. One hot toddy. I swear this is just melatonin gummies. Alright, it's almost like 10 o'clock. I finished my movie and I think it's bedtime. It's actually still pretty warm in here. Got the sleeping bag. I put my little woolly blanket on top, but I think I'm gonna put on the electric blanket for a few minutes, see how it goes. So you gotta turn the power on. Check. And controller here. Let's see. I'm gonna put it super low, just 1 bar. See how long that's gonna last me. Update. It is 5:44 in the morning and the inverter just clicked off. So I ran it from about 9:30 to 5:45. That's a pretty good span. And I had this the heater, the electric blanket on a single bar almost all night, and that was fine till about 5-ish, and then I turned it to 2 bars, so still very low. And then the last half hour or so, 15 minutes, half hour, I had it on 3 bars, which is still like medium low. And that's finally what killed the battery, but that's pretty good. So yeah, I got down to it was in the 40s last night, but yeah, the coldest part was this morning just now, which is why I kept dialing it up. So I am going to swap out the battery because I'm not ready to get out of bed yet. And yeah, overall, an option. We're going to go high power since we don't have to have it on very long. Might as well be comfortable. So is this combo worth it? Short answer, maybe. So it won't charge any tools, fridges, heaters, etc. What it will charge, phones, laptops, small fans, speaker, LED lights, electric lunchbox, electric blanket, maybe a CPAP, and maybe a portable humidifier. So it's good for small jobs because it is small. It is inexpensive at like 80 bucks, and it is extensible if you have multiple batteries. So here's my take. If you already have Ryobi batteries, the inverter might be a nice addition to your arsenal as a backup or supplemental power. But if you go and buy batteries just for this, it might not be the best investment. Save up and buy a power bank.